There are a few topics that make parents of teens more nervous than driving. And now that states give parents most of the responsibility for teaching their teens the rules of the road, research shows parents could be doing a much better job in the area where it counts the most, avoiding crashes. Joining us now with more insight is WSJ's Sue Shellenbarger. Sue, thanks so much for being with us.
It's a pleasure, Tanya.
So, Sue, how many hours do parents in most states now need to spend riding shotgun with their kids before they can get their licenses?
Mostly 40 to 50 hours is pretty typical. It goes up as high as 65.
All right, so now scientists are taking a closer look at that time to help parents with this process. What are they finding?
Putting video equipment into parents' cars shows that parents are doing a good job at teaching teens how to maneuver the car, turn, park, control speed, and parents, by and large, are staying calm. They're not doing such a good job at teaching the skills that prevent accidents, judgment, scanning for hazards. These are the higher order skills that parents have gained over time, and many of them aren't even aware that they're using those skills.
And of course, this is so important, especially for those first few months once the kids start driving solo, right, Sue?
That's right. Studies show that teens are still having accidents at dangerously high rates for the first few months after they begin driving unsupervised. Basic stuff like pulling into oncoming traffic or hitting a curb. And that's what researchers are trying to help parents curb.
This is so scary. And, you know, I don't even have teens yet, but this is why I live in New York City. I'm going to force them to take the bus and the subway until they're 30. But for others who don't have buses and subways, what kinds of guides are now available to parents, and what do they recommend?
Some very good research is being done on that. Children's Hospital of Philadelphia has developed a program called Teen Driving Safe, which gives parents a log, guides, lesson plans, instructional videos, and takes them step by step through phased instruction so parents realize, okay, they've learned this, now we can move on to the next. There's a version of that available on a State Farm website called Road Trips for free. And parents who used that program in research had teens who did better on actual road tests after the training.
And I guess so crucial to get practice with your teen driving in bad weather, driving at night, in crowded areas, right? Go outside of the comfort zones, right, Sue?
That was what researchers found was lacking. At University of North Carolina, researchers found that in those video studies, parents were usually doing routine daytime drives because it fit into the schedule, the busy schedule, easily. It's important to plan to take those teens out in the rain, in the snow, and at night over time and push them to improve their skills.
But quickly, tell us how to impart criticism to our teens, because any parent will tell you they don't accept criticism very well, and there is a positive way of doing it.
University of Iowa has some really good research on this. Don't criticize the teen if they say roll through a stop sign. Ask them, I noticed you did that. Well, what was your thinking? Listen to the teen. Don't judge or criticize, and repeat back what the teen seems to have said. And then utter your own feelings using I. I worry so much if I don't know for sure you're going to stop at these signals. And that helps teens to hear and agree much more often than as if you say, why did you roll through that sign again?
So hard to remember in the heat of the moment, right, Sue? When you're
exactly trying to hurt that fear.
So important. Thank you so much, Sue Shellenbarger, for all that.